Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel, and a big thank you to everyone for coming. I really do appreciate that, and thank you for the support you give me in my new channel after losing my last one, and a big welcome to all the new people that's just joined. Anyway, today I'll go straight into it. Basically today what I'm going to do is I'll be changing that charge controller there, the black one. As you can see, I've took the cables out, and that's what the camera's facing there for. These are the cables. This is the live and the earth for the battery, and this is the live and earth for the solar panel. Notice I put a bit of black tape on the live. Always do that. I haven't on the battery, like that's going to be the first thing to go. This is my parcel from China. I'm going to show you it. I'm just gonna check, and yeah, there's nothing I need about the missus. And there's the price of this there, as you can see there, £1.33. £1.33. That's the total cost, and this is what I got from China. There's a new, I got a new PW M controller for £1.33. There we are, look, it's the same as the other one I've got up there. Well, almost the same as the other one I've got there, but it's the same, from the same company, and I paid £1.33 for it. This is a 10 amp one. I don't need more than a 10 amp. I think you can get them in 10, 20 and 30 amps, these, and they have two USBs, and these are all the buttons for the different percentages and all that lot, and they're a good thing. I mean, they do last a long time. That black one that I showed you, that I had only just bought that when I put that up a couple of months back, about a month ago. I'd only just bought that one, and I think it's just overcharging, and that never come from China. Well, probably it was made in China, but I don't think it came from China. So anyway, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how I wire them up. I'm not actually screwing it straight to the wall yet. I'm just going to be wiring this up and then check it out for a couple of days. That's what I normally do. Then I'll screw it up into the place of that one, or I might find a new place for it, and we'll see how it goes from there. So this is a 12 to 24 volt auto switch, and it'll do my solar panel's fantastic, because the solar panel I put up there is working far too good. And you get instructions with this, look. It comes with instructions in both Chinese, English. Whoa, yes, we've got them in English, look. And there's the hours, the amps that you're doing, the amp hours and all that you're taking in, and the output and all that. So yeah, it's a decent little charge controller. £1.33. And I've scratched it already, just taking it out the bag. Right, first of all, I'll just get the camera down a little bit further. First of all, I'm going to be putting the battery live in. Now remember, for all you that seen it on my last channel, on this channel I'm saying it again. Always put your battery in first. Connect your battery up first. Never connect your solar panel and then your battery, because if you do, this unit's gone. That's what they're like. You must always connect your battery first, and then disconnect your battery last. Do you understand that? So when you take your if you're going to disconnect it, disconnect your solar panel first, then your battery. If you're going to connect it, connect your battery first, then your solar panel. That's how it works. And they do burn out. They do go badly if you don't do it properly. If you don't do it that way, you will find you'll have a problem. And right, I'm going to just take this, I'm going to snip this a little bit because this wire is not needed. All right, I don't have my crimplers. Where's they gone? I think they're still in the house, because I've been messing about with computers in the house. So I'm just going to stick it in like that. So anyway, what I'm going to do is, first of all, I'm going to undo the live for the battery there. Just undo it there. I'd never screw them on the wall first, then put the batteries in, for the simple reason is, it's a lot easier to sit down and do it like this, then screw them on the wall when you've got the cables in. But in the meantime, it's working. At least you know it's working. Anything goes wrong, you're not having to mess about unscrewing it off the wall and sending it back, are you? So there's the battery there, and that's the live wire, and this is the live I'm inserting. And make sure I'm getting the cable right in there so that I've got a good contact inside. Then I'm going to screw that up. It's so simple. And these I use PWMs. Then they're using I use PWMs and TPP ones, TTPM. They're supposed to be better, which I don't doubt it. I don't doubt it, because what they do is them ones you get some loss. You know, you could lose. No, that was absolute rubbish. You could lose. You know, it's not a lot. About 20%. You could lose about 20%. I think it was, but I'm having to use these ones. Look, these ones I've got a posh pair that are really fantastic, and I'm resorting to using these ones to strip this down. So what happens is, oh, I think that's taken too much off there. Just hit that much up. Right, and what happens is I forgot where I was because I was talking about this wire there. Right, I've had to use the old-fashioned tape. Right, back to unscrewing that back out. So you literally, like I said, if you put the wires in while it's down like this. See the problem I've got? You know, if it's on the wall, it would be much harder for me to resolve that. Right, this cable's going right in there as far as in as I can get it. Right, that's pushed right home. And yes, it's on the positive for the battery. And remember that. Remember, battery first when you're fitting these up. Even with the PWM and the other, you always make sure battery first and then solar panel. When you take them off, you're disconnecting them, you take them apart again. It's solar panel first, then battery. And I've got a nice connection there. Right, now the earth for this. You see how the wires get a bit mangled up, you know, when I push them in. Ow, that hurt. Just going to twist that around. As long as I get a real good tight grip, it doesn't really matter. I should be soldering these on the end, but I just can't be bothered. Just, you know, what I say. I know I say that, but one more. I forgot I've got to unscrew the earth one. And there's the earth. Now the load, as you know, this one's the load here. These two here, you got your positive and minus for the load. Now the load is, what happens is when it charges your battery up there, using through the battery, and the solar panel charges the battery up, and then when it's fully charged, it switches over to the load. So the load means you're just using the power solely just off the solar panel, but nobody ever uses that because I've seen them burn out when people are using these loads, because if you put too much load on that, it literally does damage it. The best way to go is like myself and millions of other people, we just use the battery and then we use the load from the battery, because what happens is when the sun's out and the sun's nice and shiny, it's charging your battery up constantly. You're using your battery, and that's good for your battery. So as you're using your battery, this is constantly charging your battery up, and then, you know, when you finish using your battery, it'll top your battery back up and then switch back over to that. Whereas my problem is I've got far too much power than what I need. So what's going to happen is it charges my battery up and then it's on the load. So through the day I'm mostly just using the load, you know, because it's not going, because you don't need to use them, because it all works from this. You know, as you're using your battery, it'll keep your battery topped up. So when you're using your battery's full and you're using your battery still, this is going to automatically keep it topped up all the time, if you get what I mean. So you're using the sun panels automatically through the day, and then on night time, you know, you're on your battery power as they were intended. So yes, it's going to be undo this, and then I'm going to connect my earth in there. Let's see if I get it in there without having to straighten the cables up. 13.3 volts I managed to get it down, which is cool. it's nice to see 13.3 volts on this, because with the with that other one up there, it's taken the battery up to like 18 volts. It's too much. I haven't damaged the battery. I've checked the battery out. It's as strong as it was when it was new, and it's absolutely brilliant. So that's that cable. There we are. We have the battery connected up, and as you can see, the bulb is on there. Look, you see that? That's the load. That tells you the load. That's these here. So my battery's full. That's the load. So what's going to happen now is I can use that if I wanted to, but like I said, I prefer if I just use the battery. It'll go down, but it goes back up again. And as you can see, it's, you know, that's how solar panels work. And then, you know, it goes through that. So now that's wait, well, I'm going to press the button to take the load off there. Hang on. There we are. That's the 12.6 volts coming in. I think it was 10.7 volts. I don't know what all that means. I'm going to have to start working it out, read the instructions. Right, what it's saying there is, right, here's what it is. That's 61, I don't know what that is. Right, 13.7 volts is what my battery is, because the arrow's pointing to my battery. And then I have the load, which is giving me 12.6 volts. That's what's coming in off my solar panels, 12.6 volts. And then I'll go to that one, which is 10.7 volts. That's another one for the load. I don't know what that means, but I can, you know, I'll have to check it all up. I'll see what this button is. This is turns the load on and off. You've got a button where you can turn them off anyway. Anyway, we're on to that. We've done that one. So we're now going to connect my solar panel. Do you know, I should not put, there it is. I should not put things down me, because 9 times out of 10 I can never find them. There was a bit of my earth wire sticking out there. It doesn't matter. They're alive as well in the earth wire. It's not hurting nothing. Now it's going to touch it, so who cares? If it bothers you, then don't tell me. And if you do your own and it bothers you, well, you know what to do, don't you? Stop it, cut it properly, and you know, cut it nice and neat and tidy, and push it in properly like I've got the live. That's how you should have the earth out, to be honest, but I'm not bothered. Right, here we go. Now on the solar panel, this is my solar panel, this is my live. See, I've done the safety bit. I put a bit of tape on the end of it, because this is constantly live unless I disconnect it from the solar panel. I don't bother with switches, because what happens is, some people say, like, put a switch in between, like you got a switch going between your solar panel and your charger. If you want to disconnect your solar panel from your charger, like, you know, without messing about like this, put a switch in. But the trouble with a switch is it makes you lose some of your power through it, and especially when you turn it off. Where's a bit of tape, people? That's all it takes. Right, notice how I always put my lives in first. I've always done that, and let's see how far this goes in. I'm gonna trim it a little bit, just a tiny bit. I'm just gonna give it a little bit of a trim. One moment, it's there. Right, I think I should have got enough to go in there to get a good grip, and then, like I said, I should be soldering these, but you know, it works just as well. I mean, before I start doing all this soldering malarkey with, notice I use blue wires. My wiring code is blue for live and brown for earth. On this, I have some others where I use different colours. That's my own schematics, so that's what you've got schematics for, to actually read the wiring codes up on different things, so that you know what the different wires are powering. I've got a good strong lead there, and then that's the live. Now I just need to put the earth on for the solar panel. Let's have a look. I think I'm going to need to take a little bit off that. Just get my snippers and just I'm just snipping a tiny little bit off. Do you know, I hate using these old-fashioned ones now. I haven't used them for years. I I always have a pair, like, because on the new type, you know, the type where you just put them in, you just think it does a whole lot for you. Well, I've got a couple of pairs of them, but one pair I've got actually snapped, and I've still got and they're still brand new. I'm waiting to get a spring. It's just a spring that snapped. Right, and then get this into the earth, and then we should have our solar panel light up. And there we have the solar panel lit up. And I think I better do the earth on the battery, well, but not today, because it means I have to disconnect this solar panel again. Alright, here we go. There we are. All cables in tight. Right, there we are. We have there. It's now, you can see it there. It's in 14.4 volts now. The solar panel will take it up to its, that's the solar panel there, and it tells you, it's got on that saying, look, hey look, I'm charging your battery up, and this is where I'll put it up for now. Anyway, now, so we'll see what this one gives us now. And we've got 13.7 volts on the battery, 12.6 volts on the load. That means it's giving us 12.6. It will always give you that while it's light. And believe me, with them panels, the panels I've got, that's gone from my brain. I'll have to tell you the name of them later on, because there's a lot of people who don't know them, or the best ones to get, and they're only cheap. But what happens is, even in, you know, I've got a street lamp on the back of my shed, and that's on all night, and it's charging my batteries up. Council's charging my batteries up for me. Anyway, it's 14.4 volts on the battery, 13.7 volts. Oh, the battery's there at 13.7. And I got 12.6 volts, which is going out through the load, because it reduces the powers automatically for you. And 10.7 volts on the load there. Don't know what that's for. I'll have to read up about it. And I can turn it 24-hour clock or a 12-hour clock. And I don't know what that is, B1. Oh, that's a memory of B1, so you can do it there. And at present now, it's 14.4 volts coming from the solar panels going into the battery. So, you know, that's all. Them's all the figures that you need to know, to be honest. And that's how you keep. That's how you keep your battery going. Right, the amperage. And I'm just having a quick look at the menu. Menu at the top, and then press the plus to get the amp hour. That's a plus there, and I'm not getting nothing there. Do you know how my eyesight's getting much worse? Let's see what's on the minus. Alright, I've done something here. Alright. Oh, I think that holds it on the screen for you if you press that down like that. Yeah, so you've got to press the menu back on again, and then go down another one. Hang on. But anyway, that's all you need to know, to be honest. That's all I'll look at anyway, and I just check on that. Now, hopefully this is going to be saying the same as that one there. Look, if you say, one moment, I'll just lift you up a little bit. And you're going to see there, I've got 14.4 volts on that, 14.4 volts on this. And that one there does tell you, I think, you have to press the button for it, but I can't reach up there yet. And it does. So I don't use these anymore, because that's what I used to check my voltages on. I should be putting them on, because I can see them a lot more clearer to put them on. But this will here, it'll screw straight in place, because all the screws are about the same distance apart. But it doesn't matter if it's not, because it's only wood at the back. It just screws straight in, and then I can like take that one off and then check this one out and find out what is wrong with that, because that is a good controller. It's supposed to be, and it's like I said, it only worked for about 3 weeks, and then I started noticing my battery going way above what it should be doing. So it was doing its job far too efficient, and wrecking my battery instead of maintaining it. Anyway, on that note, a great big thank you to everyone for coming to my channel. I really do appreciate it, and like I said, I've got lots of friends on this channel. That's all came over from my last one, and thank you. I can't thank you enough. And to all you new people that's come, I call you newbies, welcome to my channel, and really, you know, get involved, everyone, with each other. You know, like get signing, get all them subscriptions done to each other and all them views and everything. You know, really pile them all in. Everyone look out for one another. That's what I'd like. That's what I like to see on this site. People doing that. Well, on that note, a great big thank you to everyone. Goodbye.